Hi, friends. It's me, Christiana Gaudet. I am live on my Facebook business page. It's Friday, and that means it's time for the Friday weekly wrap up. That's where we do one card readings to take a look at the week that was. Before we get going, I do want to remind you all that we have a free webinar on YouTube Live coming up this Sunday, 4 p.m. That's 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it is Tarot Magic and Manifestation. So that would be fun, and I'd love to see you there. That's on my YouTube channel, Christiana Gaudet. Let me say hi to the people coming in. Cindy, Tina, Avni, it's nice to see you. So I do also want to let you know I am available for readings. I've got some openings this weekend. So if you would like to book a reading, we can do it this weekend. So I also want to remind you to mark your calendars for StarCon, a new conference. It's going to be all online this January 22nd through 24th. And we'll have the new website up very shortly so you can get your tickets, and it's going to be amazing. So nice to see all of you. Let me go ahead first and do a card for the collective, and then I will go through and do individual readings. It is so nice to see all of you here. All right, so for the collective, how was the week? The Eight of Swords, so much anxiety. The entire world is anxious right now. And so, what this tells us going forward is that we really have to manage our own anxieties, and we have to not let everything that is floating around, all the anxieties floating around, we cannot let that get to us. Okay. So if you don't mind being patient, I will try to get to everyone in the order that I see your requests. So starting with Avni, how was your week? The Princess of Cups reversed, which would be like the Page of Cups reversed. So I feel like some things have been going on this week, Avni, that you're not feeling entirely happy about. And it may be that you need more information, that you need to ask some questions. It may be that you need to have a conversation with someone, but I feel like there's been something bugging you this week, and you may have to be proactive in doing something about that. Okay, Neil, so nice to see you. So glad you're here. Okay, Six of Wands reversed. This may have been a little bit of a tough week. And it's a funny thing because I think I remember at the beginning of the week, we saw some good things. So maybe some good things, some not so good things. But the thing is, Neil, if you have a week that has like half good, half bad, there is a part of you that will focus on the bad and that will make the bad sort of bigger in your own head. So be careful about that. Everybody's week will have some wins and some losses. Don't focus too much on the losses, except in the ways that you need to be proactive to fix what you can. Okay, Tina Strayhorn, how was your week? The Queen of Cups reversed. Man, it feels like everyone had a tough week this week. I feel like there may have been some things here this week that made you sad, that you weren't happy about. And so you may need to do some nurturing of yourself as you go forward. Okay, Karen Winkle, how was your week? Seven of Cups reversed. There have been some things going on in your life that may have had you sort of in some dark imaginings, in some anxiety. And I think actually you're starting to feel a little better, that this week you've had some improvement, not so much anxiety. And so that is good. Martha Vink, how was your week? So nice to see you. Seven of Swords. I think there's a lot of questions about what to trust and who to trust and how to trust. And that could be COVID related. What do you trust and what do you do in the time of COVID? So I think there's a lot of uncertainty and thinking about going forward, making plans going forward, feeling very uncertain about that. And so, You know, there's what you know and there's what you don't know. And there's where you have faith. And I think there's a lot here going forward about just needing to have faith in the things that you can have faith in. Stacy Bernhardt, so nice to see you and so glad that you're here. How was your week? My goodness gracious, so many reversed cups. I feel like a lot of people had tough weeks. Knight of Cups reversed for you, Stacy. And so there may be some way this week that you just weren't feeling the love, or that you were not feeling like people communicated well with you. So, again, I think if you weren't feeling the love, you got to bring the love, because the love is certainly there, Stacy. Okay, Laurel DePaula, so nice to see you. Hey, Jacqueline Bro, I haven't seen you in a minute. Glad you're here. I will absolutely get to you if you don't mind waiting. I'm going to try to get to everyone in line today. Oh, Stacy, that makes sense. Sure, your stepson has some challenges. Yeah, that could make sense. Okay, Laurel DePaula. The Ten of Pentacles reversed. I wonder if there have been some questions for you around family, around relationships, or even around real estate or where you're living. I feel like you might even have spent some time this week in a very deep spiritual way doing some ancestral healing or trying to heal from the past. So I feel like this week in your immediate life, there may be a lot of questions, but I also feel like you are doing some good healing work. Elizabeth, okay, how was your husband's week? Four of Pentacles, I think he did a good job standing his ground on some things. He may not have felt like he got as much support as he would like, but he did stand his ground, so that's good. Okay, so Christina Reid. A card for Christina Reid. How was her week? Oh my gosh, I shuffled, but exactly the same as yours, Karen. You and Christina have really been running in sync recently, and I think that's because you're trying to help each other out. So I feel like for both of you, there was a lot of relief this week. Okay. Ajasta, how was your week? Oh, finally. Okay, so it's like the Page of Pentacles, right? So it feels like you may have learned some good things. You may have had some good communication. You may have done some good things at work. I think you had a good week. Very well done. Okay, Cindy Beach Batista, how was your week? The Five of Pentacles reversed. So maybe some good opportunities for you. Maybe you had some opportunities for growth, maybe career-wise. It feels like some things opened up for you in a way that will really serve you. So that feels good. My good friend Claire Carter, nice to see you. How was your week? Two of Swords. I feel like you're really working on finding your balance and figuring out where you can have impact and where you can just keep your mouth shut, and finding that balance and finding a way to be at peace, both with people around you and within you yourself. So I think you did well, Claire. Okay, Renee, Sabrina, Sheba, haven't seen you in a minute. Nice to see you. Here's a card for you. Eight of Swords, which was the same card as for the collective. So some anxiety this week. Maybe you've been very busy. Maybe you've had a lot going on. But I do feel like you handle it well. I think you handle most things well. But try not to stay in that place of anxiety. Sarah Cat McConaughey, how are you? A card for your week. Eight of Wands reversed. You may be feeling a little stuck. This may be a week that did not move the way you would like it to. Energy may have felt a little stuck. You may need to do some work to sort of cause greater flow in your life going forward. Varnika, how was your week? Hey, the Page of Wands. So it feels like for you, you had some creativity, maybe some new projects, maybe learning some new things, maybe some good collaboration with people. So I think it was probably a good week for you, especially creatively and spiritually. Katie, haven't seen you in a while. It has been a while. So how was your week, Katie? So the Ten of Pentacles reversed. I wonder if there have been some issues, either as far as where you're living or with your extended family or with the people you care about, that maybe this week there may have been some stress or difficulty or even discussion of what changes you want to make. Just, have those conversations with the right people and recognize where you have the power to make the changes that you want. The other thing I would say about that, and you're the second person I'm saying this to today, is ancestral healing. Really working to not bear the burdens of your ancestors, but nonetheless to honor and revere them. Hey, Nicola, haven't seen you in a while. All right. How was your week? Oh, Katie, that totally makes sense. Yes. And I do appreciate everyone's feedback. I don't always read it aloud, but I do see it and I do appreciate it. All right, Nicola. Nicola, Queen of Wands reversed. So I feel like you did okay, but you have not been feeling in your power as much as you would like to. Maybe feeling a little constricted, maybe not feeling the creative juices flowing as much as you would like. Maybe do some breathing, some meditation, trying to work that forward and move that forward. Hey, Betsy Melissa, so nice to see you. I am so sorry to hear this. You've had a hard week. Your dad is in the hospital. We'll take a look at that. What we're doing is week in review, but since your dad went into the hospital this week, that seems to fit in with the theme. I get the Nine of Cups, which is very, very hopeful. So I think there's every reason to sort of put your energy toward his well-being and his recovery and be hopeful in that way. Okay, Kim Reid, nice to see you. How was your week? The King of Swords reversed. I wonder if there were some communication kerfuffles, whether having to do with school or work or relationships or whatever, not getting the message as it was intended or not communicating as well as you would like, or feeling like you don't understand what's going on. I wonder if that's been a thing. Hey, Jacqueline Bro, so nice to see you. So we're doing a card for the week that was, how your week was, to wrap up your week. The Queen of Pentacles reversed. I wonder if for you there have been some worries about family members or home stuff or money stuff. It feels like this might have been a little bit of a taxing week. But I also feel, Jacqueline, that you are so much about wanting to help others, wanting to care for others. And sometimes it can be frustrating when there's not so much that you can really do. So, I think you did a good job trying to be there for the people you care about, and that's the best anyone can do. Okay, Danielle asks if this is a week for delays. It sure seems to be for a lot of people. Jill Pitts, a card for the week. The King of Cups reversed. So I wonder if you too have not been feeling the love this week. If you have been feeling not yourself or not happy or just, maybe a little bit of a tough week, try to hold space for yourself and whatever it is you're feeling so that you can move forward. Okay. Hey, Anupama Joshi, so nice to see you here. Glad you're here. Vicki Brown. Eight of Cups. So this may have been an interesting week. You may have had to say goodbye to someone or something, or you may have you may have sort of come to a new way of working with something or dealing with something. Danielle is afraid to ask for a card, so that means I'm going to give you one anyway. No doubt, a difficult week. 10 of Swords reversed, but you know what? You got through it. It's over. and things will start to improve. Okay, so from my perspective, I have gotten through to every request. If I accidentally missed you, or if you didn't ask but would like to, now is the time. So I want you to keep your eye on the StarCon page. That's STAARCON.com. And also StarCast, STAARCAST, our new episode, that's our podcast, with Brenda Elizabeth, is now available on the StarCast channel on YouTube and also wherever you get your podcasts. And I want to remind you that I am available for readings by phone, Skype, FaceTime, Zoom. Just reach out. We will get to you. And Savannah, you just got in under the wire. So nice to see you. You're like the third person to get this today. 7 of Cups reversed. So this week, I feel like there's like this huge difference between what you have imagined and what is real. And maybe sometimes you imagine that things would be better and they're not, or maybe you imagine things would be worse and they're not. But I feel like this week you got some clarity on what is, and that's important. Okay, we've got a couple more people in the room. Tracy Lasham, nice to see you. How was your week? 8 of Wands, I think it went by quickly. I think you did a good job, and I think you're learning not to let other people's crap stick to you. Well done. And Misty Foster, how was your week? 6 of Cups, I wonder if you had a conversation with someone you haven't seen in a long time, or made a connection with someone you haven't seen in a long time, or even went to a place or did a thing that you haven't done in a long time. There's something about a revisiting something from the past that seems really pleasant and good. All right. Thank you all so very much. I will look forward to seeing you soon. I'll be back here tomorrow with your Saturday Psychic Sampler. And please do just message me and we will get you on the calendar for a reading, or you can schedule directly by going to my website, tarotbychristiana.com. Thanks so much.